Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll
Brandon.
pull out your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you'd like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
That is what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of the Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of the moon. Third phase of the moon.
Ten, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
And she said, those aren't buoys. Oh, hey, everybody. All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. Or as they say in France, Rich Giordano. It is Friday, August 30th, the year of our Lord Zich, in the ever-loving 2024 cycle, as they call it up in Jerusalem's of Siberians. Mark of the satanic ritualist Schumer. Tonight, we're going to talk about the different shapes, sizes. Why do we have different UFOs every day? You go on the internet. Hey, look at the disc. Oh, look at the sphere. Hey, look at the triangle. Oh, look at the cigar-shaped thing over there. Whoa, tic-tac from 80 to 50. Never knew all these different shapes and sizes could do so many different things. Why? Well, some are called the sports model. Shut up, Bob. But he's right. Do they do different things? Are they for speed and comfort? We've got a poll in the chat room, folks. Why are there different shapes and sizes? Almost an endless stream of them, you see. We've got them all. All. Are they for different tasks? Or just maybe to be fun, different? Fashion sensing, are they? Do they want to be like the Joneses? You know what they say. What do they say? Oh, yeah, they say, when in Rome. For durability, I think it's for all of the above. I think aliens have their own Elon Musk. Yeah. His name is... Took me years to learn that name. I always got the wrong, but Yeah, because it's not pta. I used to go pta. No, it's not a pta. God forbid. All right, where are we? All right, let's do a little roll call. Shall we? Who's here tonight, everybody? New freelancers here. He's already annoyed. Hello. Apostate plus tax. Hey, anybody seen Richie? I'm going to keep coming back till somebody remembers seeing Richie, all right? Hey. You know, that's weird that you actually put that quote there today. Like, what are the odds? Because 10 minutes before the show, that video was mysteriously playing because I have the tab up. I always keep it up for easy access to the show. And that is just so bizarre. It's almost like you're here. Well, you are now, my friend. Welcome to the show. What? Apostate plus tax? That's why you're an IRS agent? Is that what the tax and the apostate's all about? All right, welcome to the show. Joking. Moody Mungo, everybody. Moody Mungo. Why the famous rock? I don't understand. Hey, Brooke is huh? Alfie Joe Bob. Hey, the AJB's in the house. How you doing? What's that? What? Normalize. Normalizing. All right. Marcel Gufonian Metalhead, welcome to the show. Hey, Bob Birkins, because 2 B's are better than 1. Hey, David Wilcox, not Wilcock, welcome to the show. Yeah. Hey, why do we have things we fly that are different shapes and sizes? Probably the same concept, right? But the weird thing is, every time there's a sighting, the object is just a little different than the last one we saw, which is weird to me. You never have, can't say never, but super, very rarely do we have the same objects being photographed or documented in the same time period, maybe same flap, whatever. It's very rare. Like in Brazil in 75, whenever they had the Corrales incident, they were all attacked. Same objects, right? Light. I don't know what they were. It was just light attacking them. And then I think there were disc-shaped objects and spheres. Those are the common ones. It's like chess, right? You got your pawns. Those are the common ones, right? Yeah, they're expendable. That's why they give you 20 of them. How many? 12? I don't know. Whatever. A lot. They give you 2 rows. I don't know. But they are expendable. Maybe that's why. They make them... See, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think it's us trying all different shapes and sizes. Well, you want to know why it wouldn't matter anyway? If you're in space, it doesn't matter. You can make it out of a block of cheese. It's going through space in the same fashion. There's nothing to slow you down. No resistance. And besides, it's futile. Welcome to the show. New freelancers back. I don't know. It was an accident. When I went to click on the next name, it jumped. Because that next person is Thor Panko, everybody. Poop Player 361, welcome to the show. Sam O, Gufonian, Rockstar, welcome to the show. All right, Zuzi Kingdom, everybody, welcome to the show, Zoo. Zoo. SL, welcome to the show. Hey, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we have a lot of work to do. We just can't sit here and talk all day. Stardust says, that was really Shita. I don't know why, I don't know what, and I don't know how. And you know what? I can't see it, so I don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's get started. Akasachi, Okuma, Makachu. Okay. Jaja, Mr. Georgia. Oh, after day. Thanks, Jar Jar. Welcome to the show. All right. All right, everybody. Sky Allen, I saw you there, Chief. And because I don't see her yet, Kelly Lewis, the invisible one. And Jeanette, wherever Jeanette is, they are together. Who's this? Brock Lesnar. Oh, Bronk Lander, RC. Apostate, that's an interesting point. Discovery of a technology well ahead of the order of events we're familiar with. Yes. So if there was a discovery of technology, let's say an alien technology, that puts us far ahead of our technological advancements now. You know, right now we're using radio waves and things like that and video, however all this stuff works, right, through satellites and everything else. But imagine if there was a technology that I don't have to even move my lips. It can read my thoughts into all of your thoughts. What if that technology pops up? We don't know how it's done, but there you go. There's an advancement in a technology that we have no idea how to do. It's going to advance us in different ways. And it's going to advance us out of the order that we were in. We were going this way. Now this object made us go like this. Hey, that's just the way it goes. You're going like this, guys, and all of a sudden everything goes boop. And what do we want? Everything in the middle. We want it all. That was a bad analogy, but you know, if you're a guy, that motivates you. Disgusting. How could you watch this show? Unbelievable. Hey, FAP's here. There's Kelly Lewis. They came in together. Oh, I sense a romance. No, I'm joking. I know it's. FAP was here 20 minutes before the show. An hour before I even posted it. He was here. Yeah, why did I post it late? Oh, I fell asleep. I was working and I came home, I sat down, I ate first, and then I fell asleep between 1 and 5:30-ish. And I didn't eat my next meal, and now I woke up and I'm starving, and I felt nauseous. I felt that feeling coming back. So you know what I did? Yeah, I felt a little hungry, smoked a little shisha, and I felt my hunger needs reappear a little bit better than they just were. So I took advantage of that and I force-fed myself. After the first bite, it was as if my senses were alerted. He's got food in my saliva glands, and it tasted so good, the food. I was like, you know, first time ever eating. And I tell you, I feel pretty good now. That was like an hour ago. It was about an hour ago. It was almost exactly an hour ago. That's right. Matter of fact, it was. So the thing is, if I don't eat, that could have snowballed into a sickness. Now, look, it's Friday. For all of you who have been following the ups and downs of my health issues and everything else, it was a week ago today that I started the last, right? Usually I'll start feeling it now or yesterday that the next cycle is coming, and I don't feel anything. I almost did if I didn't eat. But maybe that's it. The key, maybe it's the diabetes too. If I don't eat and I miss a meal, I start feeling off. If I miss 2 meals, then go to sleep, wake up, and it's 12 hours later and miss 2 meals, plus I slept through everything else, that's not good. And I don't think that I can do that anymore like I used to. Something changed. So I think I may be finding out things that I never found out before, like quitting vaping now 7 days straight. Unreal. I want it. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I do, and when I'm sleeping, I don't. But I have to tell you, quitting vaping, it was the best thing I think I could ever do. I haven't felt like I feel I don't know what it is, but I know Michael's quitting vaping, and he says he's felt it. He can feel a major difference in his energy. I don't know. I'm not in there. But after 8 years of doing it and now quitting like that cold turkey for real, because I'm going to die, it is a major improvement in energy and eating everything. See, sometimes when I was starving and I was too tired, lazy to do anything about it, or broke and had no money for food, I would vape as my meal. And psychologically, the taste of it, whatever it was, bacon and eggs or blueberry muffins, whatever, pumpkin pie, that's one of my favorites. And it kind of psychologically fills that need for food. And now, here you go. You missed 2-3 meals. As a diabetic, it's the worst thing you can do. So I may be on to something, and I think I did figure it out, but we'll see what this weekend is the most important weekend of my life. If I don't puke, then I'm good. I'm good. All right. Just want to let you know, because anytime I can go, I really feel that way. I feel like I'm on the verge of death with every throw up session I have. I'm not even joking. All right. Speaking of, at any time, things can happen, right? In this field of ufology, we live in a conspiracy world. That's what we're doing. And the conspiracy is our government is hiding aliens and UFO technology deep underground in various locations around the earth. You pick it. Doesn't matter. So even the moon. We got them on the moon. Don't worry about it. We can't get there. They know that. Hey, what do you think those people are doing up in space right now? Those 2 people who supposedly got stranded? Yeah, right. You know what the rumor is? They captured an alien, and they're saying that there was a leak in that capsule that they were in, but there isn't. There's an alien entity. They had to escape. They locked it in a little compartment, and they said the thing kept growing. And then after a while, they heard screaming. Then after a while, they heard pounding. And as they're getting out of their capsule and going into the space station, they hear a crashing and a very loud but vicious scream. And as they turn around and look back, they see like a face of a dragon looking at them. And then fuck you. That's what it did. And that's why they're going to burn that son of a bip into the frickin' atmosphere. And they can't figure out if they destroy it or they keep it to study, which is what they're trying to do up there now. Now, that's my story. What's yours? Put it in the comment section. Tell me what's really going on up there. We do live in a world of conspiracies, my friends. I'm telling you, what's happened up there to those 2 astronauts, that is a sad, sad example of how far we have gone in our travels. We can't even hang out. We can't even hang out in our own, biosphere, just a couple 100 miles off I drive to Miami, I'm in space. That's how far it is. That's it. 4 hours. And I'm in space. Well, where they are. 250 miles up in space. That's it. That's it. This far. That's it. Imagine how far 250 miles is on a map. You don't even make it out of the state if you center yourself. Even Rhode Island. So, what are they doing up there is anybody's guess. But I have a feeling there's a lot of stuff going on. They don't want us to know. And that's obvious. We've seen the edits. We've seen it all. We all know there's a lot of tomfoolery going on and Kim Dashery. Well, Elizondo is not to be trusted. Have you heard? And this is from Arthur Preston on X. He's a checker, boop, got the check mark. Very important, $8 a month. The whole Schumer Amendment crowd is a lie. They are using you, he says. Me, you. Why would they do that? That's not fair. That doesn't seem right to me. Well, when asked, hold on. Disclosure Mike leaked a partial list of the 40 supposed Grush whistleblowers. Have you heard? When asked, where I almost jumped to, Disclosure Mike said it came from a leak within Congressman Tim Burchett's office. Are you kidding me? But refused to name two. Who? Yeah, why does it say who? Wait. Tim Burchett's office, but refused to name two they have, but refused to name who is what it should say, right? Burchett wanted to find out who the leaker was, confirming the leak is real. So what? So what? Disclosure Mike has been disavowed by Burchett's office. Their office press person literally used the word disavow. He then set up LM without informing him to try to get more info. Set up to fail. How would Disclosure Mike have access to the 40 whistleblower Grush list anyway? Why is Disclosure Mike connected to the ousting of so many UFO whistleblowers? That is a really good question. And they talk about it. They talk about it on a, I don't know if it's a podcast. What are those things they do? A space on X? I think we need to start doing those. That is the way to go. Everybody's doing it.
Remember, chat, this leaked whistleblower list and Disclosure Mike. And I also want you guys to think about the tweet I had real quick where I said, the tweet I did the other day where I was like, if you're a current UFO whistleblower in the background.
Oh, no.
Quote, unquote,
I'm not playing any more of this. I tell you that right now. We're stopping that right there. What was that? 7 seconds? All right. Not playing it. Nope. Did you see the fist? Yeah. No, not playing it. That is a disinfo channel. Disclosure tonight, by the way, in case you're wondering. Yeah, I found out for sure Thomas Fessler is a paid disinfo agent. I don't know by who. You never know. It could be Elizondo. But that was a very interesting email I received from somebody close to that gay train over there, whatever you want to call it. Disinfo gay train. They're tooting their horns and their rainbow whistles like you wouldn't believe. Hey, not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, there's a reason why he is the way he is. Lived a lie most of his life. Knows how to lie very well. That's why Lou chose him. You're a good liar. I think you can hold a secret. You were in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, doesn't matter. I'm going to use you, kid, and you're going to help me get disclosure. I think I get disclosure with Lou Elizondo. Are you kidding me? This is fantastic. We're going to go to the moon. We're going to surpass everybody in ufology. We're going to be so popular. What do you want me to do? There is an active, listen to this. There's an active disinformation program to deceive the American public in regards to this topic. Why? Who cares? Nobody cares about UFOs. Why all of a sudden now? Do you think they're, now? They've been doing it the whole time. No, not during the TTSA of 2017 through 2022. Yes, and it's 2020. Yes. Yes. Even then. You think the stigma ever left? No. No. The stigma got silenced because they were told to. Don't play that X-Files music. Let's not do. We need this to go through. Why do we need this to go through again? Why do we need all that money? Well, I mean, where's it going? To UFOs? There's a threat in our skies, and they're flying through restricted airspace with impunity. We must stop them. They are listening. Isn't it China? I mean, isn't it China? Maybe just give China a call. Pfft. No. So, parsing real info from the disinfo, there's the challenge. It continues. It does. We're never going to know the truth. Because you know why? Every time a whistleblower comes out and goes, hey, you got it? And we're all like, yeah, we got it. And then all of a sudden the government goes, hey, we got it. That's a blowjobs. Just saying. That's a YouTube blowjob. You can't go.
So.
Oh, actually, you can if you play every one of Elizondo's videos. That's all you hear. Lou, you got something in your eye. Oh no, it's supposed to be there. It's what gives me my youthful look. I'm actually 209 years old. Right.
So.
Yeah. And
that volume is on their end, kids, not me.
Part of David Grush's testimony was that, I mean, and this is something I think we almost take for granted in the UFO community, but I'm glad that David Grush said it under, in testimony, that there has been an active.
Oh my God. Is this riveting? What? I mean, what's going on here? This guy talks any slower, we're going back to yesterday.
Program to deceive the American public.
The slower I talk, the smarter I'm going to sound.
In regards to the subject. So do you think that was important that David Grush included that bit in his testimony?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
No, it's not important. No information he gives is important. Of course it's important. What kind of question is that? Do you think it's important that David Grush disclose some new information to the public? Are you an idiot? That's the best question you got in your pocket for her? Come on. Where's the respect? Jesus, man. Oh, it's Leslie Keene. I thought that was Sheehan for a second. I got a little confused. Sorry. They transition these people. You never know what kind of monster you're going to look at the eyes into. You know what I mean? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important. And some of the Congress people have talked about that.
Yeah, because it was even included in the language. I mean, that was.
Or is that Woody Allen? I'm sorry.
It was back when they were trying to form AARO that they wanted.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand.
Information on how and why, if there was some kind of disinformation campaign against the American public, basically, which is insane. Regarding the UFOs, regarding the UFO reality, the UFO subject.
Oh my God. Somebody put an arrow in my eye to keep me awake. Holy macadamians. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. No apologies. That's boring. No matter what he's saying, I keep thinking to myself, boring. And if the government is hiding anything, God, please. Fucking get another job. All right. Yeah, we're going to keep on the conspiracy trail for a little bit. Actually, the whole bit. In case you missed this story that's really amazing on the internet right now. There's an article with updates. I'm going to have to put the link into the chat room, the actual chat room, and into the show description for this because it's really detailed and we don't have time here to do all this. But Mexican scientist Jay Grinberg claimed we live in a holographic matrix where we could dynamically interact with the construction of reality. Yeah. He vanished after that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no. Dead, gone, buried. Nobody knows. Anyway, he explored the link between science and the paranormal. He was a psychologist, a consciousness researcher into, just about everything. He conducted experiments in telepathy and extraocular vision, extraocular. EXTR, extraocular vision. He raised the possibility that through consciousness, the human brain could have control over the universe in which we live, which is what I say all the time. Thoughts create things, people. They do. And I'm so freaking good at it. I'm awful at it. Because it doesn't work. No, it does. The human brain could have control over the universe. In the field of physics, the lattice is the structure in which space-time is found, if I'm saying that right, Lattice. For Jacobo, this concept acquired a new meaning, leading him to coin the term synergy, Syntergy, synergy, a neologism. My God, somebody read this for me. Ma! I can't read. Neologism combining synthesis and energy. You know what I'm going to do? I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. I mean, I got to put this up on the screen. I just can't do this by myself. All right, here we go. You read along. There he is. Look at that handsome fella. Because this man knows coffee. Can you get me in there a little bit on the top? His theory proposes that through the process by which the human brain decodes perceptual reality, it is possible to establish links with the lattice and thereby make changes in space-time. He postulated that we live in an informational matrix, which he called the hologram, where it is possible to interact with the perceptual reality not just as spectators, but as an active participant in constructing that reality. Blip, blip. Now, here's my question for the most delicious coffee ever brewed in Colombia, man. Real American hero. This man thought we lived in a holographic universe and thought he can control his destiny. Real American hero. He couldn't stop it, even though his thoughts were really trying to. He knew he was a hero. He went missing after trying to figure out what the Matrix is. He thought he was the one. He found out, as we all did, there's only one reality, and that's the one we live in. He never made it home. Poor guy. Poor bastard. From his brain experiments, Dr. Grinberg developed the synergic theory, mother of all God, a term formed from the Spanish word synthesis, and energia, energy. Dr. Grinberg also explored the implications of the EPR paradox, which asserts that if quantum theory is a complete model of reality, non-local interactions should exist between particles. He aimed to prove that a quantum system in the brain creates a non-local EPR correlation among human brains. He calls this phenomenon transferred potential, suggesting that a brain suitably prepared through meditation, can interact with other brains, both near and far, by directly involving consciousness without sensory transmission or local effects. without machines, basically. Oh my God, I have an idea. I think I just realized how powerful I am. I have a theory. And the theory is when we dream, right? When we dream, what? Some of us can fly, right? Right? Some of us can hear. Like I've had these dreams where you have super hearing, you can fly, you can see far, or whatever, right? My theory is when we're asleep, our brains are repairing themselves, but at the same time, our brain is taking a tour and it's going out in every direction and it's interacting with other sleeping brains. So if my neighbor nearby is dreaming about his job as a pilot and I step into that thought energy of his dream, I am now flying. Capiche? Next dream I'm in, I have supervision. Why? Because Albert over here has a telescope he's looking through, and I'm in his brain seeing what he's seeing in the dream. Do you understand? Can you understand that concept? It is a great, great concept. That's why we can fly. That's why we can see things that we normally can't see. That's why we can hear things we normally can't hear in a dream. Now, when you're running away and go, and you're running in mud, paraplegic. Paraplegic. You're in a paraplegic's dream. What was that? Can't say it anymore? What do I call them? Non-mobile people. That's what I intercepted with. Well, anyway, if all this is true, this guy disappeared off the face of the planet. Did he create his own reality and step into it? Like, be careful what you wish for, Dr. Ginsburg Bader Jr. All right, I'll put the link to that in the show description. It's important. It's important to everybody. That's a good article. All right. We're staying on the conspiracy trail because you guys are a good bunch of people. I like every one of you. I can tell who you are. Hey, by the way, don't forget to help support Truthology for Ufology. I see our memories are lapsing. We're dying. But if you want to help Truthology for Ufology, no more meatballs. Cut it off. Cut it. Unless Ben calls. You know how, you know where, and you know what to do. All right. A trusted source in Mexico, in a position to know, confirmed that indeed the story of alien abductions and alien implants among the Mexican Navy personnel is real. Real. You can trust Mexicans. Hold on. Backtrack. You can't trust the Mexican government. Much better. Can't trust them. You can trust Mexicans. What? Get out of here. You did? Hey, apostate. Look at you. Man, you were already doing that even before I mentioned it. That is really what we call the Matrix. You see what you did there? You got in here, knew what I was thinking through the internet. You, my friend, are a generous person. And I'm glad you joined up. You joined at the right time. Thank you, Apostate Plus Tax. Becoming a member of Truthology for Ufology. That's what it actually says. It doesn't say, you can't remember. I mean, it's nice, but it's not what the thing says. Come on. Streaming people. Thanks, Apostate. 808's here. Hey, what do you say? Rodrigo Vieira, my man. Bro, it's been like 3 years for me. No words. You know what? They should have sent a poet. Good to see you. Hey, Metalhead, what are you doing? I know you're here. I see you. Time surfing alien. How is everybody this evening? All right, we're just rolling along. Samantha Morris, the cat. How you doing, Samantha Morris. So I'm reading this about this guy in the Mexican army. Similar stories are coming out from the Mexican army. The information is just coming out because prior to 6 years ago, there was a heavy CIA, DEA infiltration of the Mexican army. So the CIA/DEA was practically running the Mexican Navy. Yeah, they were running it basically out of the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City, according to the Mexican president. Hence, after the CIA presence was gone, the stories started to come out. And here's somebody telling us about some of those. It's a trusted source in the Mexican government, Jose Baizan. Oh my God, I got some news about the Peruvian mummies. But this first, listen to this guy. You trust or no trust?
Here reporting some of the more details about the...
Okay, I can't. This guy needs a teleprompter. He can't think. He's another Kamala Harris. Go. I'm sorry. I don't even know what I'm saying. Shut up. I am.
Hello, guys. Here reporting some of the more details...
Whoops.
...about the story that I told you about, about how a platoon of Mexican Marines were abducted, after encountering...
Okay, one thing, I have to say this before. Just please, let me just say this. Men, only men. Shave your nose hairs. Shave them. That's all I got to say about that.
A UFO. So I make some calls, down in Mexico and reach out to some, sources, and yeah, they told me that this actually happened. That and one of my sources told me that it's well known now in Mexico that this happened, especially among the high-ranking officials within the Mexican Navy. So they say at this.
Does anybody believe in a word this guy says? Now, don't tell me it's because of his language barrier thing, but he sounds like, not trustworthy. There's a government in the U.S. They're like, no, you can't say none of this, right? So, but, and they said, no, you can't say anything about anything.
Moment they want to talk about it, but this source, which is like in the position to know, this source told me that it's true. This is something that is well known, but it's kept it secret for the moment.
Oh, I'm sold. This guy's telling you the truth, but it's secret. I'm gonna tell you the truth, but tell everybody. He told me I could tell everybody, but it's a secret, Nice.
That Mexican Marines and other Navy personnel in the Mexican Navy, especially in the Pacific Fleet, they encountered these things and then end up being abducted and with implants. And I'm hearing this not just from the Mexican Navy, I'm hearing this from the Mexican Army. I've heard stories from Mexican Special Forces that are sent by the High Command, to investigate it, especially that part of Mexico, in the Pacific coast of Mexico. They deployed, to either the mountains or in the coastal areas, and they run into these, UFOs and creatures.
Hey, every other word is like, no, I don't know. No, the monsters, they come out of the woods. No, I don't.
And I'm here for the different
they're not here,
They deployed, to either
no, I don't know. Stop saying that. Listen.
Especially that part of Mexico, in the Pacific coast of Mexico. They deployed, to either the mountains or in the coastal areas, and they run into these, UFOs and creatures. And I'm here for the different sources within the Mexican armed forces that this is happening, or has happened in the past. So this is not more hearsay, it's not just the U.S. Encountering this. It's it's Mexico now. Mexico, I hear stories that are coming out that they have encountered ET creatures, underground, chambers, facilities that they were deployed by the high command, in very secret missions. So I'm hearing stories now. So this is, hopefully I'll.
I don't know. Stop saying, Listen, he says it here within 6 seconds. Listen.
Underground, chambers, facilities that they were deployed by the high command, in very secret missions. So I'm hearing stories now. So this is, hopefully I'll get some interviews or some more hard data on the implants and that's have some of the this Navy or Army personnel in Mexico to kind of come. So this is hopefully I'll get some interviews or some more hard data on the implants and the.
Hopefully I'll get some interviews, some hard data, and the implants. Oh, you mean evidence? You mean everything? You're gonna get everything? How about this, Jorge? How about get all that? Hey! I said get all that stuff first, and then tell the fairy tale. I mean, now, I'm going to get the evidence. I'm going to get the data. I might even get the witness. Fuck, I may even get the implant. Fuck it, I'll get it all. Because I'm in Mexico right now, I could take it if I want. But I think I can't. But I'm going to try. We'll never see that guy again. I counted 47 in that 2 minutes. It's like they're coming out of the sky, and they tell us that, we're from the future, and I'm like, I know. And they're like, and I'm like, I know. And they're like, how do you know? And I'm like, because, and they're like, I don't know. Great story. More bullshittery in ufology. Let's continue the conspiracy trail. Shall we? Did I see something I missed? Well, I heard a bling. What was that? Was that a super chat? Super sticker? Oh, that's right. It was a post. Oh, no. It was Venus Miranda with a $10 cash app, I believe. It is. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, it is. Thank you. I will. Good for the weekends, right? Have a safe trip. Wherever you go. What the? Thank you very much. And Venus used the Cash App method, which is an immediate impact on the lives of those who receive this. Thank you very much, Venus Miranda in the chat. Now a continuing supporter and part of the family. You know what I mean? You can't. That's all I'm going to say. You just can't. All right. Thanks, Veen. Thanks, Venus. Maya Miranda. V Miranda. Ooh, she's gonna cash it up and put it up. Ooh, she's gonna throw that cash upon him. Ooh, he's gonna hear the bell, get the notification, and he's gonna scream it, I go randa. All right, here's Rose Cuckold. When you've got people like Senator Schumer saying that multiple credible sources have alleged that the government is concealing evidence of UAP retrieval and reverse engineering. Makes you want to shout. Raise your hands. All right, here we go. I just said it all, but now you're going to hear it from him, her, all together. Go, 2 minutes of Rose.
You've got the Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer, pushing legislation in the House to try and get through accountability provisions. And he has actually said that multiple credible sources have alleged that elements of the government have illegally withheld UFO-related information from Congress.
You don't say! I mean, we've been hearing this for how many decades? Come on, this isn't anything new. He's acting like this just happened for the first time. I can't believe it. It's happening. It's all over. Their government's corrupt.
Congress. It doesn't get much more serious than that.
We also chatted.
No, it does get more serious than that. How about using the CIA and the government to go after Trump? Oh, I'm sorry. Totally wrong. I'm sorry. He said nothing more serious. There was. Just saying.
With another whistleblower that you have spoken with as well, Lou Elizondo. We talked to him earlier this week, a longtime Defense Department researcher. You sat down with him for an exclusive interview here on News Nation, where he claimed that UFOs are real. He sort of took us into what the Pentagon has been looking into. How has that conversation been received?
Well, obviously, you still have a really interesting situation in the US where you've got the Pentagon dogmatically denying that there is any issue here. They're trying to bury it as quickly as possible. But conspicuously, the Director of National Intelligence, who is the intelligence czar created after 9/11 to oversee the intelligence community, they're not saying that. They're not letting the Pentagon get away with it. They're actually saying, yes, these things are real. It's no longer a claim that UAPs are real. They're real. And the Director of National Intelligence admits it. So,
guys, they admitted this years ago. So, move on. Let's progress. Why are we still contemplating whether or not the government thinks these are real or not? They admitted it 3 years ago. They admit it today. There's nothing different. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's like, do you really need to bring this up just to have something to say? Is it that slow? It is kind of. But seriously, there's better stuff that's to repeat than repeating that, yeah, the government thinks that there's no UFOs, or do they? You know, they do. We know they're real. Oh, I hate this guy. That's just bad reporting. I'm sorry. Why? I'm trying to think, why would he need to reiterate this? Right? I mean, we're talking not months, years that the government's admitted UFOs are real. So I'm thinking, is he saying this because there's some other angle that I'm not seeing? I get that Lou's book was coming out at the time, you know, and is out and all that other stuff, but
so you have a problem at the moment that the UFO Investigation Office, AARO, is within the Pentagon. And there are people in the intelligence and defense community who are trying to muzzle the issue. They're trying to stop you, the public, from knowing what's really going on.
Oh, really? Tell me something we don't know. What is this guy? Do you see why I have such disdain for him, her, it?
Going on. And when you've got people like Senator Chuck Schumer, one of the most powerful people in the Congress, saying that multiple credible sources have alleged that the government is concealing evidence of a UAP retrieval and reverse engineering program, at what point does the American public make this an election issue and say, look, we want answers. We want this investigated?
I have a question. How about you get your Australian people, rally them up, right? And while you're at it, why don't you get the other leaders in the other countries to rally around their citizens and have their citizens sign petitions saying, we want UFO disclosure. Then we'll join in. If we're going to do this all by ourselves, we will not do it right. You need the world. USA isn't enough. Not anymore. Not with what we know, not with what we see. They know we know there's something going on. And they don't want us to know where. And we're trying to figure out where. We know some places, right? But we don't know them all. I guarantee everything's been moved more than once. Oh, they know where we're on, John. We got to move everything. Again, we just moved 6 months ago. Move it! Yeah, it's not that simple, but man alive. It's really amazing to me that the USA has to be the one to do it. We're the ones. We've got to do it. All on us. But you're 80% of the world's sightings. You should be the ones with disclosure. Fine. Help us. We can't do it on our own. Don't you see? We're all stupid. We're sheeple. We need the world's help because we need smart people. We just can't keep running around in circles with the same 7 people going to mainstream media who work for the military or in the government, in the Pentagon, in behind these secret programs, telling us things, oh, really? Oh, no, wow. Oh, we don't know what to believe because we don't ever see anything. Show me one thing, guys. If Lou Elizondo brought out real metal evidence, metal alloy, and went like this, and did that on TV, and says, look at this. Wing, 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 punk. And he hits himself by accident, puts a 4-inch gash in his forehead. Metamaterials. They attacked him. Get it? That's the type of shit we need to see. That thing didn't like being spun around like that, so it reached around and went, yeah, bitch, booyah, smacked Lou in the forehead. That's what I'm talking about. We need to see that type of evidence. And it's there. It's out there. And I think it's in that freaking thing in space that those guys captured. They went up there and they got by an alien creature. It's stuck in that capsule. All right, more conspiracies? Are you kidding me? It never ends with Rose. Oh, it says not buying it here. I have to say, Dr. John Kozlowski is extremely well spoken spoken of by people I respect and admire in the UAP field. People say he is very, very genuine. The new AARO director that's now taken over, Dr. John T. Kozlowski. Nice Polish guy. Very rare. Very rare. Let me show you what, well, listen and I'll show you Rose and her wonderful ski slope of a face. I don't know what that means. I tried and it failed. Go.
AARO Director. This is the Pentagon's UFO UAP Investigation Office. AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, and the interim director since October 2023, since Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick departed, has been Tim Phillips. And he's now been announced by the Defense Department to be being replaced by a Dr. John T. Kozlowski, who's come to us from the National Security Agency. And I have to say, Dr. John Kozlowski is extremely well spoken of by people I respect and admire in the UAP.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, if Rose Cuckold respects and knows people that respects the respect of the respectful one, oh yeah. Yeah, he knows them and respects them. So I'm going to go by what Rose says and take her word for it. Because if Rose says they're respectful, well, I mean, who am I to argue?
Field, people say he's very, very genuine about bringing a...
People say. People. Who? Who said it? Tell me one person that said that guy is genuine. Who? Come on. What's that? I know, I heard it too. It sounds like an owl. Woo! Woo! That's me! I want to know who it is. Come on, Rose. Rose. She's got Nothing.
New approach to AARO. Not that he's hypercritical of his predecessors, but that he does want to try and restore public confidence in AARO after, frankly, what has been
a truth session. There, I finished a sentence for you, bootlicker.
Months of turmoil.
No, it's been months of truth. Kirkpatrick is a hero. He went against the grain and did the right thing. And he wasn't going to put his name on some bullshit for the rest of history to see. And he'll go down as the guy who was the interim director of AARO who didn't do what basically were just regular citizens telling him what he should do, how he should do his job, and tell him what he researched wasn't true. Was there some sort of behind the barn deal that went down? Did Kirkpatrick win a fist fight with Lou Elizondo? I'm not going to put that story in. Meet me behind the barn. I'll tell you who's boss. Boop. Kirkpatrick, gets one in and Lou goes down. How's that for your fucking narrative? And he turns around, grabs his jacket and glasses and leaves. And Lou says, that's not the last you'll ever see of me. And Kirkpatrick says, that's the last you'll ever see of me. Powerful shit. Aussie Tiger. Oh, what perfect timing. With one Aussie. I'm kidding. You're far and above the average person in that world. This is not, I know it doesn't represent you. I know. That's why I give him a hard time, because a real Aussie's a man. Aussie Tiger throwing down, hey, for $8 I'll say anything. I'm kidding. Thank you very much. Aussie Tiger throwing it down, a continuing supporter of GUFON. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for continually being here and supporting. You've been around for a long time. I think since the beginning. See how my voice went up? It's true. Thank you. All right. Frickin' AARO.
One of the first tests of Dr. John T. Kozlowski, of course, is going to be whether he retains Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick in the rather unusual role he's had as a kind of semi-consultant to AARO, where
if I was Kirkpatrick, I wouldn't give this guy 2 seconds of my experience working with AARO. You wanted the job, now you got it. All right, fella? Hey, nobody taught me shit either. Good luck. Yeah, if I was Kirkpatrick, and to be honest, I think I know the guy now. I don't think he's going to help this guy get acclimated to the, rules and regulations of AARO. Go ahead and figure it out for yourself, Kaz.
He's been commenting in his role as a former,
short for Kozlowski,
a director of AARO, and being given, I think, undue emphasis, because of his past role as a director of AARO. So it'll be very, very interesting to see whether Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick is kept on in that role by Kozlowski. But what I can tell you about Kozlowski is he's pretty impressive. He comes from the NSA, which is, of course, one of America's premier spy agencies. He's been involved in...
You have got to be kidding me. Yeah, he's one of the good guys who spies on you guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. He's one of the good guys. What's going on in this world? How could they hire this guy to be the director of AARO? I am absolutely beside myself. For some reason, I didn't hear that before. Don't you find that interesting? This guy's going to work in the Pentagon and have some sort of clearance where he could, I see. Giordano from GUFON doesn't really follow the narrative. Let me make a call to YouTube. Oh, here it is. Look at this. There's an emergency number for YouTube videos. Call this person. Oh. And the shadow ban continues to this day.
What sounds like incomprehensibly complicated research, leading mission-oriented research in the fields of networking and computing. He's a subject matter expert in the area of free space optics, whatever that is, advising...
How about looking it up? As a journalist. Oh, space optics. Oh, free space optics? Whatever that is. I don't know. Are you a reporter, an investigative journalist? Are you a poser? What? Oh, well, I'm sorry. You are a poser. That's right.
Various DoD agencies.
Unbelievable. He actually admitted, I don't know. Look, it's different when I do it, but when you're supposed to be on a supposed reputable news station that you think you're reputable for whatever reason, I don't know, but you need to not say something like that. It's okay if you didn't do the research. Don't let the audience know. Come on, mainstream cable guy.
His optics research and crypto mathematics. Dr. Kozlowski invented an advanced language-agnostic search engine and served at the DoD Special Communications Enterprise Office. I have no idea what that means. I took a peek earlier at 2 patents that Dr. Kozlowski has patented and found them so
This is the touted reporter that News Nation had to get. This guy.
Comprehensible. I'm not even going.
Who basically just said, I don't know anything this guy is coming on my show or anything I'm talking about. I have no idea. Didn't even do any research? How the hell? Wow. I would be super embarrassed if I was News Nation. And it's not because it's him. It's not. I would do it if it was anybody else. I think this is horrible reporting. Just awful. Awful journalism. Look, I've been watching this guy since he came around. I've never been more critical about him until now. This is the worst thing I've ever seen him do. And I think I know why. He's getting a little too relaxed. He's starting to lose the shine. He's wearing out that welcome mat. What we're going to see soon, in the next 6 months to a year, is the real Rose Cuckold. You're seeing pieces of him, her come out now. I'm telling you. There will be a story that will be Rose Cuckold fired from News Nation within a year. Sources claim that we don't know yet. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to jinx it. I want him to get fired. No, he's terrible. He's one of the worst I've ever seen. Ever. Just to give you an example, go listen to Linda Moulton Howe. Listen to her, a real journalist, not some cookie cutter wannabe famous guy in the UFO business. I know Linda put in a lot of years to get where she's at. She's allowed to. I don't care how silly, how whatever. I think she does a fantastic job. The way she reads, it's a little strange, but it's her own style at least. You know, she's a little odd. I get it. I like it. I admit it. I would actually, I can't say it, but in the name of ufology, let's just say I would. I'd throw her one because it's Linda Moulton Howe. You slept with Linda Moulton Howe? You're damn right I did. For the sake of ufology, do you realize I have medals now? You got those medals? She's been giving out those medals to ufologists for decades. Look, I've got mine. You mean, that's right, she sleeps with everybody and we all get medals. What a great story for ufology that would be if it was only true. Jimmy Church calls in, hey, I got my medals. Who's this calling from the grave? Art Bell has medals. Oh my God, the ghosts of Art Bell. You mean there's more than one? He had a doppelganger that just died. It was Fart Smell. I'm bullshitting you. Get it? You guys are a little slow. All right, let's get out of here, Rose. Ah, poor Linda. What did she do to deserve that? I don't know. But we've got what's his name? Cotton Ball? Leslie Keene's brother. What's his name? Danny Sheehan says Travis Taylor. Did I say this? Talk about this today? And Jay Stratton have been compromised. I said Jay Stratton was the leader of script writing for ufology for a decade. Well, since 2017. No. Even before that. It's because of Jay Stratton we have all the stories we have today from those people on that side. It is true. I promise you. He says the reason is that they have been compromised and against disclosure. It's because they went to go work for Raytheon. Guys, what do you believe? How does Danny Sheehan know this? You think they said, hey, Dan, we're going to go work for Raytheon. We're no longer interested. We're going to be disinfo guys. Got to go. Bye-bye now. It's not how it works. You need proof, Sheehan. Where's the proof? Although you don't need it. With those guys, believe me, he's telling the truth. Hey, UFOs equals non-human intelligence, says Lou Elizondo. Are you positive it isn't us, says the host, Pat. And Lou says, oh, we're very, very certain. How? Tell us how. How are you certain UFOs equal non-human intelligence? Say it. Say it now so I can believe you. Please. Can't do it. Such bullshit. There has to be a threat or they won't get the funding. Just that's all all this is about is money. The entire UFO, everything.
I mean, you not only believe that we see these UFOs and they're not from this planet, right? They're not on-world technology, but you do believe that aliens are among us now?
Well, I don't like to use the word alien. I tend to use non-human intelligence because whenever you say alien, people think automatically they're from out there, and quite frankly, we don't know yet. We need more information. We need more data.
Okay.
It's pretty compelling that it's not us, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But to say the term aliens, I tend to stay away from that because I'm not sure we really know yet.
Are you positive that it isn't us?
We are very, very certain. Look, you've already had a former director of national intelligence, a former director of the CIA, and even a former president of the United States all come out on the record and say, look, guys, there's something to this. These are definitely, there's something that we should be looking at. It's not our technology. The government's already come out and said it's not our technology. Right. We're pretty sure it's not foreign adversarial technology. So, that kind of limits.
Right.
Pretty sure. What percentage is pretty sure? Like for me, pretty sure is 75%. Some people think it's 90%. So we'll say 80%, 85%. That leaves 15%. I don't like those. I mean, that's a big window of opportunity for it not being aliens, and it's just people, human.
You're possibly.
It's weird. Yeah. Possibly. I don't like that verbiage. It's cheating. It's deceptive. It's Lou. Hey, good news, though. Very good news. Oh my God. I swear to you, the alien gods are listening. The alien mummies, the Peru ones, you know, Jaime, they're heading to the U.S. Finally, for analysis. Yep. They're going to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Tim Burchett is leading the review, which is seeking to uncover the truth behind specimens with up to 30% non-human DNA. My God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Does anybody want to take a bet it won't happen? I have a stinking feeling those aliens are not going to make it, or it's not going to happen. I'm one of them. I don't think that is going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. It's a narrative plot. It's all it is to get you to think they were being earnest in their wanting to get it tested here. Oh, what happened? The alien mummies, they got intercepted by the Argentinian government because they're not really ours? Jaime's, I mean? Oh, but in reality, what happened was, no, these mummy dummies cannot be, go to the US because they're going to know the truth. No, we're going to come up with an idea, and this is over from here on out. No more. The investigation is over. No more mummy doomy. So Jaime comes up with the plot to have them stolen, taken by the government of whoever, and he doesn't even have them anymore, which he really does. But guess what? You, me, the world will never know the truth. That's what's going to happen. If it does make it to the United States and they find out either one way or the other, if they're real, 30% unknown, oh my God, discovery of the century, of forever maybe. Oh my God, 100% human. They were lying. Jaime's career, everybody else's, nothing happens. Actually, the opposite happens. Because what Jaime would do at that point was say, they got to us, they finally did it, they took the evidence, but that's okay. We documented it all. You know, he'll do all that. It's a very interesting situation that's coming up. I can't wait. I love it. I love it. What's up, Elizondo? Some Cubans, cigars. I like Lou. I love Lou. You know Lou a little bit, don't you? You know what he drinks. I love that shit. All right. So the Pentagon has responded to claims made by Lou Elizondo, speaking of, in a memo he sent to the Pentagon superiors just before his resignation in 2017. The memo was released to the Black Vault after a long-awaited FOIA request battle. UFO believers claim this memo is proof Elizondo ran a Pentagon UFO program named ATIP. The Pentagon, however, says no. They say the memo was unsolicited and is full of factual inaccuracies. My questions to the Pentagon and their responses below in full. Do you remember this? Is this new? I don't. I think Green Street's up. Like, what? Take a look. Get the first paragraph of the memo, page 5 of the PDF above, says that in 2008, Congress funded a program specifically called ATIP. Next beyond next generation technologies in the areas of lift, propulsion, cloaking, and human effects. Question number one, part number one. Is ATIP the name of the program Congress funded? Excuse me. Unbelievable how this is unbelievable. Funded in 2008? If not, what was the name of the program? Response, as noted in the Historical Record Report, Volume 1, available at DOD, called the program that Congress funded in 2008, AWSAP, the Advanced Aerospace Weapons Systems Applications Program. The first paragraph of the same memo also says that in 2017, DOD continues to consider ATIP a priority. Question 2. In 2017, was ATIP considered a priority for DOD? Response, no. As noted in the Historical Record Report, Volume 1, available at aaro.mil.com, ATIP was never an official recognized DOD program. Question 2. A. Was ATIP ever considered a priority for DOD? No. Oh, we already did that. The email from Elizondo to Tipton, page 4 of the PDF above, references Neil Tipton's new responsibilities for ATIP. Question 3. Did Neil Tipton have any responsibilities for ATIP? Response, no. ATIP was never an official recognized DOD program. Does anybody else want to put a sharp stick in my eye for that horrible, horrible segment? Researcher Iker Jimenez speaks out about the Spanish Motril case just days after the Meneses case. While chasing a cone-shaped UFO, he hears an interference of children's voices in the cockpit laughing and saying, "Hello, hello, how are you?" What? Have you heard this? This story is really weird. It's as if there is some sort of disruption in time and space, or kids are playing on the same frequency of walkie-talkies and scanners and police. Oh my. Nothing paranormal, perhaps, but would scare even the most toughest of bus drivers. Because only a few days later, in another Air Force report, can we stop? Thank you. In another Air Force report, oh, your mother's monkey, mother of monkeys. Sorry, I'm sorry. Trying to be professional. In another Air Force report that remained confidential for many years, continue. There is a similar episode about Motril, where another pilot reports after 10 minutes of flight, chasing a kind of cone trunk located on, I speak of 2 days after this, while passing towards 360 degrees, the pilot gets closer and hears, as written down in these documents, confidential for many years, I heard laughing and voices similar to children inside the cockpit. They say, "Hello, how are you?" "Hello, hello." The interference lasted about 30 seconds. And the plane took and landed at 6:15 after reaching that object. Cases like this, Fernando Camara was talking about semi-spherical object, like a half moon, are not casual. There are many documents about this type of stories I now repeat in the archives of the Army. For example, in the first days, on specific January 2nd, 1975, in the shooting range of Barden's Reals, one of the most guarded places in Spain in that decade of the 70s, where the American pilots were practicing shooting. An object identical to the one described by Captain Fernando lands in front of 30 witnesses. One night before, 5 soldiers of the Army of the Academy of Burgos Engineers observe, in the middle of the road, 5 objects with an identical shape described by Fernando Camara, even which at reaching the point of burning the ground. There, the next day, the press found a footprint of 300 square meters, a footprint that we are seeing. A calcinized footprint. These are documents that have never been resolved. Look at the size of the footprint. It's like a fucking foot. Oh my God, I'm dizzy after that. Are you dizzy? I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy, Gillespie. Remember that guy? Dizzy. That's a really cool case we just talked about there, Jack. It doesn't get no better than that. You got photographs, you got trace evidence, you got witnesses, you got it all, Jack. Oh, that was weird. I heard children laughing in the room. All right, next. No. I can't. You mean, as long as this is the last Rose cuckold clip of the night and the last Lou, I can't do another one after this. I just can't. I won't. I shan't. Anyway, why do the Collins elite group think UFOs are demonic and not angelic? I'll tell you why. Because scary is better than happy. If they're happy, let's meet them. If they're demonic, let's stay away. Staying away from nothing. We don't want them to know the truth, that we don't really want them to know the truth. Capiche? We want them to think we're protecting them from them. See what I did there? But it's true, my amigo friend, my civilian friend. You don't know what it's like to be in front of that door with those things just crawling and scratching and screaming. Oh my, they want their mothers, their fathers, they want to see their families. You know, they're in my head right now. I can hear them saying, Jonathan, let me out. I have to take a pee. But I'm not going to let that alien out. You want to know why? Because he's going to take my eyes. He's going to take your eyes. He's going to reverse them and we're going to see each other's future. Do you want that? I don't want that. So he's going to stay behind that door. He's going to scratch all he wants. I can come out anytime I want. He always say, I heard. You heard? He's in my head too. He said he can come out anytime he wants. He's right behind you. Hello. That's my story. It's a real story. You look it up on Hulu. Truth poll. After watching Rose Cuckold interview Lou Elizondo, I wondered why the so-called Collins elite might think that the UFO phenomenon is demonic. You're going to love this clip. Lou sells it like he drops it. Wait, huh? Huh? I said, huh?
Your investigations wanted to investigate those samples and you were denied access.
We were, yeah.
You became increasingly aware, didn't you, that there were people in the Pentagon, in the intelligence community, in private aerospace who didn't want you investigating UAPs?
Absolutely. We began to run into some fierce resistance. And the more we continued to investigate, the increased level of that resistance became. There were elements, the only way I can describe them as religious fundamentalists.
It's a group that is euphemistic.
First of all, it is very heavily edited for this clip. I suggest you go to the actual News Nation interview and watch what he actually says, because what they're doing here is an injustice to what he actually said. They're making it look one way when it's another. Go, I said.
Mystically dubbed as the Collins elite, isn't it?
It is.
The Collins elite has long been rumoured to be a cabal of religious fanatics within the Pentagon. Many consider them a myth. Elizondo thinks otherwise.
That group is alive and well. It exists. I encountered elements of that group firsthand.
And they're gatekeepers inside the Pentagon who don't want the UAP story investigated.
That is correct, Ross. There are religious fundamentalists inside the Pentagon and inside the U.S. government, and specifically the intelligence community, that have a very, how shall I say, strict interpretation of their philosophical belief system.
Elizondo recounts one specific encounter with a high-ranking member of this so-called Collins elite.
He stopped me in the halls at the Pentagon. He said, "Have you read your Bible lately?" And I was kind of surprised by the question. Like, I mean, I know what the Bible says. What, I may ask specifically, what do you mean? He says, "And you know what we're dealing with are demons. These are demonic beings, and we shouldn't be looking at them."
But aside from potential religious motivations for the secrecy, Elizondo suggests there could also be geopolitical considerations at play.
All of the above, in my opinion. They have to say it's demonic. You see, when you can't show people the evidence, you have to tell them something that 80% of the world believes. Demons and angels, right? When you put that into the UFO community, along with politics, you have a trio of the worst three things to put together that you could ever imagine. It's horrible. You're taking politics, religion, and making a conspiracy theory out of it for political gains, monetary gains, power gains. You know, there's so much. They are the demons. So let's do that. Let's take all the leaders and put a demonic face on it and say, who's running these guys? This isn't the, no. They're demonic. Where's the devil? That's who we need to find. They're all freaking puppets. They're all being pulled. They've all been compromised. I feel Lou Elizondo was put in a position that he had no choice to do what he didn't want to do. That's why he's miserable. That's why he is who he is. And that's why Kirkpatrick was who he was and did what he did. Big finger to you. And he put his life in danger. Not Lou Elizondo. Lou Elizondo is playing ball. He's being paid to play ball. Kirkpatrick, once he knew he was alive, he was gone. Oh, he was gone. No contract? Forget about you. And he did. Good for you. My hero. So, you know, this conspiracy is never ending. We all know it'll never, ever, ever end until the day we see either aliens or something that we can't deny, a mothership. Little UFOs aren't going to be that impressive. It's the big one. That's disclosure. You bring in a 30-foot disc, everybody's going to think it's a stage. You bring in a mothership over New York, China, can't fake that shit. That's how it's going to happen if it does. You'll see. Or you won't. I don't think we'll ever see it. The only time we're going to see it is the end of days scenario for things as we know it. For not the extinction of mankind, but the struggles. Our power grids, our satellites will be wiped out. We will be thrown back into the Stone Age. That's the next reality. That's what I see. And I don't like it. And I think it has to do with Apophis. That freaking asteroid that's coming around here in 2029. I always thought it was 2036, but it's 2029. And it's coming within 20,000 miles. You think that's far, but that's only 1/6 of the way to 1/12 of the way to the moon. And if for some reason it gets pushed one way or another, it could hit us. And it's 1,000 feet. It's quarter of a mile almost. I mean, forget about it. I think that's our future. When I was 6 years old, I had a dream. I always thought it was real. And I was sitting on the back porch. Like, my dad just put concrete down. They were building a screen house. This is reality. And I used to sit on the other side of the sliding door and watch them pour the cement and smooth it out. Fast forward to later in that day or week, I dream that I'm seeing rocks on fire landing in our backyard all over the place. And then one comes within inches in front of me and singes the cement in front of me. And I wake up as a big rock is coming right through the screen house that he built. And I never forget it. I remember waking up going like this. I was waving my hands thinking I was about to be hit. I still remember it to this day. It's so weird. So maybe I saw the future 50 years ago. Can you imagine? Well, you know, if you look at your dreams the way I do, if you're one of those people from when you were very young and you remember or have dreams that keep repeating, you kind of can almost fill in the blanks why you're having these dreams, which is why they have dream dictionaries and stuff like that. And it's a whole new world. I love it. Total psychology of dreams is just fucking A, man. It may be another reality. How do you like them apples? What did you just say? Dreaming could be another reality. The real one that we're not supposed to see, but if we knew how to meditate and do the right things, we could actually reality jump. No, I made a promise. Wait. Okay. Oh no. Rose cuckold. I'm not playing it. Nope, I made a promise. Maybe tomorrow. All right, so I have a sighting here. It comes from, World News X. They just throw everything up and, like shit, whatever sticks to the wall, we use. Check this out. It's not bad, actually. I don't know. You tell me, real or fake? I don't know. Get me out of there. Put me on top. What? What is this? I know what you're going to say. Starlink. Really? Rainbows? A rainbow? I've never seen that before, and I think I know why. Pretty. It is purple, orange, green, yellow. You know what I think. Come on. That's got to be a drone show. People with drones. Because Starlink, it does resemble Starlink. But why is it rainbowish? Because, well, let's take a look. I thought this person was using, what's that camera that's really good at night vision? It starts with an S. I can't remember the name. And it changes the colors of the stars, makes them all colorful like this. I don't know. I can tell you one thing. It reminds me of Starlink for sure. And if it's not Starlink, I don't see anything telling me it's a UFO, but I guess it has to go down as unidentified. And final thought, why don't we see it end? Why do we only get this version? The version that just shows us the lights in their form, but we don't get to see the ending because maybe they split up, or maybe they reveal themselves, or we hear somebody in the background say, oh, it's a drone show, look, something like that. That gives it away. when we don't see the ending to something that's supposed to be extremely dramatic UFO event, raise the red flag. Because most likely, it's not what you think. Not what they're telling you. Yeah, not what they're telling you. I'm having issues. I'm having issues. We are having issues. Yeah. In 1993, Bob Oshler talks about, well, how disclosure was to be revealed to the public. Have you ever seen this interview? This is really cool. I don't remember seeing it, and I watched everything back then. Check this out. Remember this guy, Oshler? He's probably 75 now.
These governments, the Canadian government, the American government, if they are in possession of spacecraft, if they have made contact with aliens, why don't they tell us?
What I was able to learn is that the issue of secrecy dates back into the early 1950s. And in 1959, actually, NASA had a study conducted by the Brookings Institution in Washington, D.C., addressing the issue of whether this alarming issue of a confrontation with an extraterrestrial culture should be released to the public, this information. It was determined that there would be grave consequences for just an overt public pronouncement by government officials. So a determination...
What does that mean? We would all panic?
Well, not necessarily just panic, but the issues that it presented, not only...
Wait a minute. If there was an invasion, wouldn't we know anyway? I mean, what's to stop people from calling the news channels back in 93? We're being invaded by, I don't know,
theology, but issues involving economics, standards of monetary concerns. If you acknowledge type of technology that renders fossil fuel-related industries obsolete, yes, for example, you have grave consequences economically all the way around the world.
Of course you do. All our values are rendered
so
useless and worthless then, yes.
The determination was made that the only way to avoid this chaos would be through a slow indoctrination process over a matter of decades.
Okay. Very, very interesting. I want to thank Jeff Garvey, a continuing supporter. Where's his bell? He doesn't get the little bling. That's not it. I don't control the bling. All right. Well, thank you, Jeff Garvey. He says, for $5 super chat, I wonder if Men in Black are in this chat room. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Fake Lou. Fake Lou is real Lou. That's the real deal. He has several accounts, and this is the one he uses for GUFON. He wants people to know it's him, but he doesn't want people to believe it. Right, Lou? Hey, me and Lou, he may not respect me. I may not respect what he did for ufology. Because I believe all the bullshit. I believe he's a disinfo type of guy. Looks like he's doing the right thing, but he's not. And yes, Mr. Gavi. Yes, they are always in GUFON's chat. Why do you think they have to shadow ban me? They're scared. Scared of the truth. That's sad. And we didn't do anything. We never incited a riot. We never told anybody to attack anybody. No, they did it. They broke the law, not us. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff is a true GUFOnian. Maybe because, he knows he can leave at any time. He's got carte blanche. Not all of you do. I'm just kidding. Am I? Thank you, Jeff. Mr. Gavi, everybody. Throwing it down. And yeah, could you, if you had it, if you enjoyed yourself this evening, little support goes a long way these days, Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, the Cash App. What was I going to do? Oh, okay. Holy crap. I have got to show you this. This is amazing. Oh my God. In Florida. Now, I have said this on my videos. I have said this 2 or 3 times, the thunder sounds weird. And this lady recorded it so well. But mine doesn't have all of the things that hers has. I'm going to play it. But sometimes I hear thunder and it sounds electrical. Like it's fake. I swear to God. Sometimes it'll go like thunder. I've never heard this before. It sounds like boom, like they're turning the switch. Boom. And I'm not saying that's the electrical discharge because I know what that sound is. It's not. It's almost like somebody's turning a key. It's weird. It's really weird. This lady's got the weirdest thing I've ever heard. And it's not the first time somebody's ever recorded it either. And I've been looking till I fell asleep. I was looking for other thunderstorms that have this strange whistling noise, I believe, or music with it. It's really weird. And it's in Florida. It's in Florida. All right, here we go. I'm telling you, this is fun. Fun.
Okay. I don't know if my phone will pick this up or not. But I've been outside for like 15 minutes. And the thunder sounds bizarre. What is that? I'm a 7th generation Floridian, and I have never heard thunder like that.
I've never heard that. Doo, doo, doo. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like the way they made in Star Wars. The way they made the lasers come out of the guns, I think, was by pounding on an electrical connection. Like, you know how on the side of the road you'll see the pole and then you'll see the wires coming down or the retention thing, and you just hit that thing and it recoils just like that. And I'm wondering if this lady's faking this. But her thunder was just like what I've heard, where it sounds like it's just a continual loop without seeing any flashes, but it goes on for a very long time, like nonstop. I had one last like 2 minutes. I said, I don't know where the thunders could be coming. I mean, the lightning could be coming from. It didn't look like there were any thunderstorm clouds around. There were clouds, but nothing that should have caused that noise. I love that video. This is strange. I mean, just listen to it one more time here.
What is that?
Sorry.
I'm a 7th generation. What is that? I'm a 7th generation Floridian, and I have never heard thunder like that. That is
so creepy. I'm going to save that. I'm going to have somebody look at this. I don't know if it's real or what, but it's pretty wild. Pretty. You want to see wild? You want to be scared? Who wants to be scared? Don't watch this alone. Make sure you have somebody with you. And I'm not kidding. Serious. If you are watching this alone, something might happen. Get with somebody. And I'm not going to start it till I know everybody's good. Okay, I'm taking your word for it. It says don't watch this at night, but we are. Over here we are. And it definitely says do not watch alone.
Who are you?
Man, that woman there, every night I listen to she come and stand up. And all they say, hey. All they say, woman. Hey. Hey. What you stand up, Mr. for? Hey. Every night this one comes up right, this one don't want to move. Woman. Move. Every flipping night. Move. Every night someone goes to bed and don't want to move.
Scary. Well, that's it. What's today? Friday? I don't know if we'll be back tomorrow, but there will be a members show tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Hold on a second. Well, it may be Sunday. If football starts, I think football doesn't start. Doesn't football start next Sunday, not in 2 days? Because if that's the case, we have one more Sunday left. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. September 5th, Thursday. So we have our final Sunday show this Sunday for the members. Tomorrow, there might be a show after all, but the MMA UFC is on tomorrow. Starts at 4. But I don't know what I want to do right this moment, this second. I actually have my shit. Where is it? Oh, I was going to show you some drone footage that I got. Oh my God. I found this new place 8 minutes from my home. And holy shite. It reminded me of The Sound of Music. You know The Hills? The hills are alive with the drone-tistic music. Right, that. And then it was really short-lived. There wasn't that much. It was all trees everywhere. But what a beautiful scene I caught today. I'm very excited. All right, well, you'll have to wait till tomorrow. But I want to thank everybody tonight. Hey, it says 10 o'clock. Rich Saves America is on. I actually thought that was 11. It's 10? Let me see something. Is it? It is 10. I don't want to do that tonight. I'm moving it to tomorrow. Yeah, Rich Saves America is not going to be tonight. It will be tomorrow, for sure. I don't like that move either. Shit. The MMA is on at 4. It starts. I like to watch everything from 4 to midnight. I don't know what to do now. But it may be tonight after all. I don't know. Probably 11 if I do it. I have to work out. All right. Yeah, that's right. I've been working out again. I even gained 3 pounds. I've gained 3 pounds in a week. That's unbelievable. It's water, maybe. So what? But, it's everything I threw up. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, we'll be back. And just keep your eyes open, will you? Members on Sunday, the last Sunday show. Till the end of football season. I want to thank everybody for helping this channel stay alive. By supporting the show, with the super chats, the super stickers, the PayPals, the Cash Apps, becoming members. All the links are in the show description should you choose to help keep this GUFON family alive and well. We're gonna be back. We'll be back. I told you September is our turnaround month. I still believe that. I see the numbers. They haven't changed. Which means, I don't know what it means, but I want to thank everybody for hanging out, keeping us alive, supporting the show. Hey, you know, a lot of shows go through this and they come back stronger and bigger. So hopefully, you know, my talk with YouTube goes well. So we have a scheduled talk next Tuesday, believe it or not. I forgot to tell you. Yep. 1 PM. So wish us luck. I want to find out what's wrong with the channel. I want to find out if we're really shadow banned, which I think we are. And I have all proof that I want to show them. And, you know, I don't know how they're going to deny it, that it's happening. But if I have a talk, maybe some button will be pressed and the algorithm will see that we made the effort and believes that we want to stay here. Yes, algorithm, we want to stay alive and be number one. Why not? We deserve it. Thank you. And if we become that good, you know, maybe the guests, we'd start getting them. It's just really hard now to ask somebody to come on a show and you got 8 people here. It's different when you have 150, 200. Those 3 digits make a difference. It's psychological. That's why they're keeping us right under it. Psychological. All right. I know. Yabba dabble do. Nobody cares about you. No, they do care, YouTube. They do care. That's why they're here. Why else would they spend time with us? It's not fair what you're doing. Life's not fair. Don't you think I paid my dues? What about those guys? They didn't pay their dues. I've got more dues than anybody can. You roll them all together, there's not one due better than us. It may be, but you've hurt feelings. BOOHOO. Grow up. I'm trying. All right. Well, that's life, right? What are you going to do, kids? Be strong out there. Have a nice weekend. And enjoy it, wives and husbands. I know football starts. Let the man enjoy his football. My God, he works hard enough. If your man is a man and works hard enough, he should have that 6 months to watch 8 hours of football Sunday and to watch 4 hours of football Thursday and have Monday night football. He deserves 3 nights a week for 6 months. Either that or go make him a sandwich. Eggs all over eat. It wasn't misogynistic. Oh, yeah, truthology for ufology. He does it for you. He does. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, if you ain't looking up, you know you're not looking out and all that stuff. Alien bless.